Hello, nieces and nephews. It's your Uncle Chartis, and it looks like the Bulls has made a very strong comeback. We discussed this in previous videos. How SPY found buying pressure around that 540-ish zone, looking like a double bottom, and we was able to trust it because it started from that bounce. It started recapturing previous loss levels. When we dropped down, we recaptured 544 on the way up. Recently recaptured the 50 daily moving average on the way up. Then it back tested a critical resistant level that was the previous buy zone. But you guys can see here on that day, which was Wednesday, not only did we back test at 555, we also recaptured 553.4 fib level. Yesterday just could not break down that level. Found buying pressure there and then recaptured the 555 level and closed higher. Is a bottom in. I always say to you guys, I don't trust bounces unless it can recapture some critical levels. And while there are there signs that a bottom is in, yes. We got this V-shaped recovery. Some would even call it a cup, an imperfect cup. Got the handle. This could be a higher low with the double bottom. And then from that double bottom, we recaptured lost levels. False breakdown setups usually put in bottoms. That 555 level was very critical. We see how much the market makers respected it, used it in August. And now we're back above it, recaptured. So because of this, Uncle Chartis is bullish on SPY as long as above 555 and 553.4 lowest. All right, I can't get bearish unless we break down those levels. And as of right now, bears got a lot of work to do. Okay, now I got a little excited yesterday, especially with my back pain. I guess I wasn't thinking clearly, but yeah, it was no FOMC yesterday. I was telling everybody, guys, be careful. FOMC didn't think it happened, but I was looking at the date wrong. FOMC is actually on the 18th. Even in my description, I wrote the date wrong. Goodness, rough morning for Uncle. But yeah, FOMC is September 18th. September 18th. Thank you to everybody that let me know. Uncle's only human. But hey, that's why, I'm not a news guy. I'll report the news incorrectly, but what I do take very serious is the charts. Okay, this is why I'm Uncle Chartist, not Uncle News Guy. Okay. Anyways, so as of right now, the SPY is attempting a gap up after recapturing all these levels, making the bears cry, getting the bulls confident again. What next? Okay, well, not much of in my opinion, what's today? Friday, last day of the week. Have no economic data released, so maybe some surprise news later in the day. Either way, I'm fully focused on the price action. Okay, I'm ready on the 15 to 30 minute charts to trade this. But what are the levels? As of right now, the levels that Uncle is watching. All right, as far as to the upside goes, is 462, 463.5, and 465 for all-time highs, and of course above that will put us at new all-time highs with the next critical fib level all the way at 578. Okay, so yeah, those are the upside targets. But if we're gonna get there, SPY needs to stay above 560, stay above 558.5 lowest, and try to push and clear those next resistant levels that I mentioned. 562, 563.5. Use the 15 to 30 minute charts to confirm intraday breakouts and breakdowns. Guys, you don't have to use them for entry, because I know a lot of you guys like to use the 5 minutes. Some of you guys even use the 2 minute. Okay, I respect that. But for me, 15 to 30 minute, the lowest to confirm breakout and breakdowns intraday. And of course, the higher the time frame you use to confirm these breakout, like 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, then the higher the convictions. All right. And as far as the lower targets are concerned, okay, after a breakout, it's always healthy to see a pullback to the breakout level to try to turn that level into a buy zone. It's always healthy to see that. So if it's pullback time, 560 and 558.5 must fail as support. If it does, that's a good tradable move back to the downside. Okay, a good day tradable move, because that will put 557, 555 back in play, and below that 553.4 for the bulls last defense. Because if we get back below 553.4, we're dropping back down to the 50 daily moving average, which is around 549ish right now, or possibly even lower than that. If we are to put in a top or higher, a lower high, then like I said, resistant levels must defend, support levels must fail. The price actions behavior must reflect bearishness. The last couple of days, few days, the recaptures of these levels has been reflecting bullishness. So if we clear 462, if we clear 562 and 563.5, then that bullishness continues. If we stay above, we can pull back, but if we stay above 555 and 553.5 lowest, and we stay above it, could be consolidating for a bigger move to the upside. All right, guys. So that's the plan for SPY this morning. Triple Q also recaptured some critical levels, starting with 472.7. That is a fib level. As long as above 472.7, 474 and 476 are the next targets. If Triple Q truly wants to put in a bottom, it needs to clear 476, because that's based on the green down trend line. And if it breaks above, Triple Q will be in breakout mode. All right, and if it's in breakout mode, then that's bullish, guys. Okay, if it's pullback time, we need some false breakouts set up, breakdown of supports. We need 472.7 that cleared yesterday. We needed to break down to invalidate yesterday's breakout. That will put 471, 469 or lower in play. Bottom line for Triple Q, I'd be bearish below 472.7 and 471. All right, so from here, if it's going to be bullish, all right, 474 and 476 must clear. All right, bearish below 472.7 and 471. Bullish above 474 and 476, especially 476. NVDA, all right, it's been trying to go for that V-shaped recovery. Can it go higher? Well, we have the next resistant levels at 120 and 121.7. If the answer is yes, then those levels must clear to put 125 and 128 in play. Okay, 128 would be based on the pink down trend line. If it is pullback time, as usual, we need the price action to tell us. Okay, supports at 118. If it fails, 116, 114, 112.5 and 111 would all be back in play. Okay, look to short below 118 and 116, guys. Tesla retesting this white down trend line, guys, as resistant. If it's breakout time, Tesla must clear 230. If 230 clears, bullish. I'm thinking we can go hit 235 to 237 zone, maybe even 240. All right, but that would be very bullish above 230. If it's bearish time, the support must fail, starting with 228 and 226.5. If 226.5 fail, guys, I would be bearish with 225, 223.5 minimum to hit. And if those fail as support as well, then 220.5 and all the way back down to 216 we go. Possibly even lower than that. IWM. If it wants more upside, then it must stay above support at 212.7. As long as above, 215 is in play first with 216.4 above. If those levels clear, Don't argue with the price action. IWM is bullish. All right. To get bearish, 212.6 must fail as support first. All right. And then that will put 211 and 209 in play. Those are fib levels. And if those levels fail, then that is the price action telling you, hey, we are heading down lower, possibly down to 204. 204.2-ish, 203, possibly all the way back down to 200 and 196.7-ish fib level. Big possibility, but you got to let the price action confirm, and it needs to break down 212.7, needs to break down 209, 211, 209, and so on. All right, we clear next resistance levels, like I said, at 215, 216.4, bullish. Especially a breakout of this downtrend line, okay? Let's get to the dark pool. Dark pool for SPY. We had 2.6 billion in premium of 554.68. All right, big money's getting busy around there, and then we had a good amount of money at 558.8ish zone. All right, I do have a support around 558.5. This is for SPY, guys. Triple Q. 63% of activity came in at 468.6. 468.6. 1.5 billion in premium. That's just a few cents off of my 469 support level. Very close. IWM, 55% of activity came in at 211.6. And the rest was around 211.5. That's pretty close. And there was one at 208.99. 208.99. It's like right 1 cent off of my 209 support level. Tesla, 229.81. 83% of activity came around there. I have a 230 resistant level, so clearing both those levels, that zone, if you want to call it a zone, definitely would be bullish for Tesla. And this definitely adds to my conviction, seeing where the dark pool levels are coming in. Okay, just keep in mind, for someone to buy at this level, somebody had to sell at this level. All right, so don't focus too much on who's buying and who's selling and what their intentions are. The price action will reveal the truth. It's our job to react unbiasedly in real time, guys, in the presence. Everyone want to try to predict the future, everyone, but no one wants to live in the presence. Anyways, NVDA, did we get NVDA? 119.14. Okay, 119.14 with a majority of the activity is at over 600 mil. Over. All right, guys, let's take a look at the okay, we got the flows next here. Option flows. Let me show you guys my filter. They won't let me do the hide expired contract thing. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna look at the premiums of 100K or more. They had to spend $100,000 or more, because I want to know what big money is doing. We'll look at all expired or whatever. All expired contracts. Above the ask. I'm going to take off the ask. I'm only looking at above the ask. I want to look at the people that's willing to pay more than the ask because they really wanted the contracts. Aggressive. And I want sweeps. And I want out the money. I want out the money. And, well, it says it's bearish still, guys. 3.8 million puts compared to 1.5 million in calls. Well, let's take a look at these puts. We got one here, June 20th, 2025, 420 strike price. What the hell? That's got to be hedging. Guys, come on. We all know what hedging is, right? Somebody's got to be long, maybe long in the long term, bullish for the long term, an investor, if you will, on the SPY, and maybe he's worried that the SPY is going to drop or something, so he decided to hedge. Okay, just something to think about, that this person's worried of the market dropping, they decided to hedge. I don't know if they're actually hedging. Okay, I don't know, guys. He doesn't tell you the reason why they buy these stuff, but I'm just trying to use my own common sense to deduce what the heck the reasoning for this could be. You guys can disagree, it's totally fine, just be respectful. But 420 strike price, that's very out the money for June 20 for next year. Okay, you gotta let me know what you guys think about that one. As far as other aggressive puts go, I mean, um, hmm. September 20, 540 strike price. That's pretty like out the money. 531 strike price. That's for October 18th. Wowzers. Look at this one. This one is 1.8 million in premium, guys. You know what I mean? 531 strike by October 18th. That's a lot of money. Right? He entered this person, he or she, you don't know. But this person entered 558.66. That's around where they entered. A lot of people look at these option flow and use these big money ones for where the entry support resistant. That's actually around where the dark pool level 2 was, if you guys recall, around where they entered. But SPY is currently above that. So, I mean, obviously, they're going to need SPY to drop. Holy moly. They got time. So, yeah, I'm still seeing big money going into puts despite the rise in SPY recently. But look at here. This is what throws people off a little bit. This guy bought calls 563 strike price for October 18th. But look at his entry, 553.4. That's amazing. Because 553.4 was one of my levels. I wonder if this was one of my Discord members that bought this. I'd be interested. I wouldn't be too surprised. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Anyways, the edge, despite all that and all the mumbling, the edge still goes to puts. Okay? I'm still seeing a lot more aggressive puts being bought. With this rise in SPY, people are still adding to their puts. There are people adding the calls, but they added more to the lower part of the day. All right, so they all these people that bought calls yesterday, they should be up right now. The people that bought puts, though, not so much. But a lot of them got time. So let's see what Triple Q is going on with Triple Q. It's also bearish as well. It's a lot more bearish than bullish as far as what's being bought. Just remember this, guys. Because people see a lot of puts being bought, so they automatically assume bearish. Remember, for these guys, whoever's buying the puts, they're buying from somebody. That means somebody is selling them, guys. So somebody thought it was a good idea to sell all these puts. While you guys are looking at it, oh, it's a great idea. Someone's buying the puts. Well, somebody's also selling them. This is why we must combine these information with price action. You can't just trade this. Does that make, the option flow says bearish, time for puts? No. You got to look at where they're entering. You got to look at the context. What's the expiration date? A lot of stuff, okay? And then you got to combine it with price action. So Triple Q, I mean, it says bearish, right? Look at this. This is September 12th. All right, this is already expired, so we can't even count this. The data thing still counts it, but we can't even count that. That's why you got to look at it like, yeah, that don't count. Then we got some calls. Right, got some calls. September 20th, September 30th. We can still count these. This was over $1 million in premium. He's definitely up, or he or she's definitely up, kinda. Yeah, they're gonna need Triple Q to move a little bit more. I mean, we'll see though. It could change today, but they had 474.8 strike price. They entered around 473. Okay, they're gonna need Triple Q to stay up, but they got time. As far as the puts though. Look at these puts. 465 strike price, 470 strike price. This is very out the money. But they have time. They entered around 468.3 is 470.63. So they didn't get the best entry. But like I said, they got time. This person bought calls. They definitely had a good entry. A decent entry. They entered around 469.47 is December 20th. They had time. They had a good entry. 479.8 strike price. Now look at all these puts. Lots of puts coming in as well. 465. That's September 16th. 460. Well, that's September 12th. We don't count that. It's gone. This is October 18th. September 17th. September 12th. So look around where they enter. Around 468 to 469 zone. Yeah. And then there's this put right here. September 30th. 440 strike price. Okay. They got time. Very out the money. This is very out the money, guys. Wowzers. Good luck to this person. They entered around 468.36. They might not be very happy right now, but we'll see. Holy moly. IWM is bearish as well. Seen a lot of calls. 215 strike price. They got time October 4th. December 20th for the 230 strike price. But look at this one. 1.5 million in premium for this one. October 18th. So they have time. 201 strike price. And then the one just above it, also 201 strike price for October 18th. 774,000. So this is two of the biggest monies right there for October 18th, 201. Here's another one, October 18th, 201. That's almost $1 million in premium. What is going on with those October 18th stuff? So, yeah, still big money entering. Look at the spots. They enter around 212 area. Right? Enter around the 212 area. Okay, definitely bearish. But what can the price action reflect it? It's got to reflect it. You know, and break down those support levels. So 211, 209 break down. Whoever bought these contracts will put definitely need it. NVDA bullish as well. Well, excuse me, it's not bullish as well. The others were bearish, but NVDA is definitely bullish. Look at this 150 strike price for January 17th. That's over 2 million in premium. Somebody believes in this stock. Somebody believes in this company, guys. That's a lot of money. Holy moly. Get Tesla. And it's bullish as well. Slight edge to calls. Slight edge. Slight edge. A lot of these calls are September 13th, so it's expiring today. I don't know if they already cashed in or what. I don't know if they already cashed in, but a lot of them expiring today. I wouldn't take them too serious. So even though it says calls, the fact that a lot of these calls expiring today should be out of the picture. They did have good entries on it too. Actually, nope. They entered at the top, and right now Tesla's gapping down, so they're probably not too happy right now. Yeah, a lot of these calls are September 30th, so this is kind of misleading. All right, this is kind of misleading. I mean, this is October 18th for 240 strike price. They're probably not too happy right now. They're gonna need a big explosion to the upside. Yeah, even a lot of the puts are September 13th, guys. But this September 20th for 215 strike price for puts. Yeah, this is pretty mixed. Let me take a look at the unusuals. The unusual. Still bearish. The unusuals are bearish. The unusual contracts. How about highly unusual? Nothing highly unusual, but these are unusual. The higher than normal. Overall bearish, but look, September 13th, September 13th. All the unusuals are just all expired today, and it's pretty mixed. Yeah, not very helpful. That's why we got the price action. All right, guys. So that's my morning video. I hope you guys found value in it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Peace.